We're about to get started on one of the wildest ideas I have for a secret door. Currently, this is probably one of my favorite secret doors right there, because it requires you to throw something in the fire. Then you come over here and you have to like alternate all of that. Then you grab your bow and you have to hit that target right up there. I missed it. And once you've hit that target, then you come over here and put a torch, and that will open up that door. But I want to come up with something maybe a little bit more compact, but still kind of super difficult to figure out. So I have some space over here, but we're gonna want to flatten it because I cannot work with that. Awesome. So now we got the flat space. We'll add all the details later. This will probably be like a cool little room. But for now, we want to make the actual lock itself. For the lock, we want just a 9-button keypad. Not every button on this keypad is going to work. We just need specific buttons to work. So these are actually going to be our buttons right here. These 5 buttons will be the actual buttons we use for the keypad. The combinations probably go bam, 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 bam. Just make things easy. Just to make things easy. You can make it more complex. You can put it in whatever order you want. If you try to build this yourself, that's just how I'm going to do it. So we're going to try to make this as simple as we can. We want to be able to kind of match each one pretty uniform. I've built this once before, and it was super sloppy. So I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit better than the last time I built it. I have something new. An engineering friend of mine was actually teaching me how to do in Minecraft. He's super smart. Brilliant dude. Taught me how to do this. I've never really touched it since then. This should work. This should work. Maybe. Maybe it'll work. I hope this will work. Now, the next thing we want this to do is we actually wanted to then activate the next button. So we said, we went bam, 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 bam. So this bottom left button here is going to get activated. How this works is actually going to be incredibly simple. Like, stupidly simple. That's it. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do for that. Actually... no, we don't want that. We actually want this to be a little bit more complicated. Not crazy, but just a lot more complicated. I don't love it. Okay, so here's the plan. Clear it all out. Just break everything. Break everything. I'm gonna need a little bit more space. All right, so the nice thing with this design is it's actually being updated by this redstone here. So when I press this button, it should immediately pull back. It didn't. Didn't work. I freaking hate redstone. Doesn't make sense. Those of you at home who are like, I literally don't know what you're complaining about. All right, let's say I have a piston and I have a little piece of crap going to that piston, and I put a torch on it. Piston moves out. When I remove that power, the piston should retract, right? Power out, no power in. Power out, no power in. So why the heck over here, when it's getting no power, is it out? Now, if I break something, it's like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be in. And it moves real fast to fix itself. Being so close is messing with it, and it shouldn't. But it could. All right, let's test it. Let's test it. Let's test it. Okay, this works. Awesome. So now we have these 5 pillars. For the most part, I kind of got the groove of it better as I was doing the last ones. I was like, okay, I know like the tightest method to make it happen. But for the starting few, not as clean. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build one of my favorite little builds. Super simple though. But I use this all the time. But we have 5 buttons, which means we need 5 locks. So we're going to want 4. We're making these little locks right here like this. And under each lock, we're going to place we're going to place a torch. Right? And so this power, you want it to make it all the way down here to the other end. But it can't make it to the other end unless all of these pistons are turned off. All right, there we go. So what should happen is when if this works right, then we'll see a firework go off. Bam, 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 bam. Did it work? It did not. Oh. Let's try this one more time. There we go. I hear it. Firework went off. I thought it would have like an explosion, but it did not. So now you walk in to the secret room with a keypad. And if you know the combination to the keypad, you can open up a door. Well, I didn't build this part yet.